Hello, welcome to how to solve this exponential equation. Square root of 3 to the power square root of x minus square root of 3 to the power square root of y is equal to 162. We can write this square root of 3 as 3 to the power 1 over 2 whole to the power this power square root of x minus, and we can write this square root of 3 as 3 to the power 1 over 2 whole to the power this power square root of y is equal to 162. Next, according to the property of exponents, a to the power m whole to the power n is equal to a to the power m times n. We multiply this power 1 over 2 by this power square root of x, and we multiply this power 1 over 2 by this power square root of y. 3 to the power 1 over 2 times square root of x over 2 minus 3 to the power this 1 over 2 times square root of y over 2 is equal to 162. Next, we suppose that let square root of x over 2 is equal to m and square root of y over 2 is equal to n, and we substitute these values m and n in this equation. Then this equation becomes 3 to the power m minus 3 to the power n is equal to 162. Now you can see that 3 to the power m minus 3 to the power n is equal to 162, a positive number. This number 162 is greater than 0. It means this number 3 to the power m is greater than this number 3 to the power n. So m is greater than n, and we can suppose that this number m equal to this number n plus some another number. Let m is equal to n plus k. We substitute this value of m n plus k in this equation. Then this equation becomes 3 to the power, the value of m is n plus k minus 3 to the power n is equal to 162. Now, according to the property of exponents, a to the power m plus n is equal to a to the power m times a to the power n. We can write this 3 to the power n plus k as 3 to the power n times 3 to the power k minus 3 to the power n is equal to 162. Now from here we can factor out 3 to the power n. 3 to the power n times, in bracket left, 3 to the power k minus 1 is equal to 162. Now it is a fact that any power of 3 is an odd number. So this number 3 to the power n is an odd number, and this number 3 to the power k is also an odd number, but when we subtract 1 from it, it becomes an even number. And if we factorize this number 162, and we factorize it, 162 is divisible by 2. 2 8 times 16 and 2 1 time 2, and this number 81 is divisible by 3. 3 2 times 6 and 3 7 times 21. Again this number 27 is divisible by 3. 3 9 times 27, and this 3 3 times 9 and 3 1 times 3. You can see here 4 times 3. So we can write this 162 as 3 to the power 4 times 2. And because any power of 3 is an odd number, so this number 3 to the power 4 is an odd number, and this number 2 is an even number. Now we write this odd number 3 to the power n equal to this odd number 3 to the power 4. 3 to the power n is equal to 3 to the power 4. And we write this even number 3 to the power k minus 1 equal to this even number 2. 3 to the power k minus 1 is equal to this even number 2. Now from here you can see that the base is same at both sides. So we can write this power n equal to this power 4. N is equal to 4. And from here we move this negative 1 to the right side. 3 to the power k is equal to 2 plus 1. And 3 to the power k is equal to 2 plus 1, 3. And this 3 has power 1 here. And because base is same at both sides, we can write this k equal to this one. K is equal to 1. Now the value of n is 4 and the value of k is 1. Now recall that we have supposed that m is equal to n plus k. We have supposed that m is equal to n plus k. We can find the value of m by putting the value of n 4 and value of k 1 in this equation. M is equal to the value of n is 4 plus and the value of k is 1. So m is equal to 4 plus 1, 5, and n is equal to 4. The value of m is 5 and the value of n is 4. Now recall that we have supposed that square root of x over 2 is equal to m and square root of y over 2 is equal to n. We have supposed square root of x over 2 is equal to m and square root of y over 2 is equal to n. First we put the value of m 5 in this equation. Square root of x over 2 is equal to the value of m is 5. Now we multiply both sides of this equation by 2. This 2 will be cancelled with this 2, and here left square root of x is equal to 5 times 2, 10, and we take square of both sides. This square will be cancelled with this square root, and we get the value of x. 10 square is equal to 100. Now to find the value of y, we put the value of n 4 in this equation. Square root of y over 2 is equal to the value of n is 4, and we multiply both sides by 2. This 2 will be cancelled with this 2, and here left square root of y is equal to 4 times 2, 8, and we take square of both sides. This square will be cancelled with this square root, and we get the value of y. Square of 8 is 64. So the value of x is 100 and value of y is 64. Now to verify these values, we put these values of x and y in the original equation. The original equation is square root of 3 to the power square root of x minus square root of 3 to the power square root of y is equal to 162. In this equation we put the value of x 100 and value of y 64. We can write this square root of 3 as 3 to the power 1 over 2 whole to the power this power square root of, we put the value of x here 100, minus, we can write this square root of 3 as 3 to the power 1 over 2 whole to the power this power square root of, we put the value of y here 64 is equal to 162. Next, 3 to the power 1 over 2 times square root of 100 is 10 minus 3 to the power 1 over 2 times square root of 64 is 8 is equal to 162. Next, 3 to the power 1 over 2 times 10, 5 minus 3 to the power 1 over 2 times 8, 4 is equal to 162. And 3 to the power 5 is equal to 243 minus 3 to the power 4 is equal to 81 is equal to 162. And 253 minus 81 is equal to 162 is equal to 160. From here you can see that left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So it is proved that the value of x 100 is correct and the value of y 64 is correct.